Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm just doing a voiceover for this video where I filmed my process, just kind of adding different things, bits and pieces into my daily journal. So I'm using the Hobonichi Techo, and this is the A5 size, the Cousin Avec, which means that it's split into two journals, and this is January to June, and then I've got another journal from July to December, which I can slip out of the cover and add that journal into here. So it just helps me to bulk up this journal without it getting, too bulky. So it splits up the year, so the next half of the year I can put in more things. And I'm just kind of showing you what I do. I don't journal every single day, but I just have a stash of things that I collect through my days, and then when I feel like it, I'll kind of just have a play and add bits and pieces in on different pages. So it's lots of decorating, very random, very fun, and very relaxing. So here I got two things in the mail. One of the things was an order from an Etsy shop. Well, actually both were orders from Etsy shops. One was from Bonnie and Clive, where I got that beautiful vintage blue stretch lace or fabric that I've just put a swatch in my journal with. My all-time favourite, all-time second favourite fabric. And then I also just glued in that little note paper with a written note from someone from another Etsy shop, where I bought some vintage swap cards. So I bought a whole stack of those to help me be able to part with some. And I just like to annotate. So usually I just stick things in and then I annotate why I stuck those things in. You can see that blue ribbon, Bonnie and Clive. Bonnie wrapped up her order in that ribbon. So I just cut off a piece and stapled it in. So it's always just a very fun journal. And it's just a place to keep all my ephemera from my day-to-day life, and I don't know, it's just really, really fun. So I'm just journaling here, and then I move on to this other page, just looking around at all the pages I still need to fill, and I'm just writing out, like some pages I don't even stick anything in. All I do is write out a list of things that I did that day, or I don't necessarily even write it on the day that it happened. If I've already filled that day, I'll find a blank page and write in some things I did on a different day, and then I'll just write the name of the day so I can know which day it actually happened. So yeah, it's just a very loose kind of journal where anything goes, and it doesn't have to look beautiful or stunning page spreads or anything. It's more just to capture my day-to-day life, so that when I look back on this journal, I'll be able to go, oh yeah, that's what I did that day, or little things like that, which is kind of fun to look back on. So I'm just writing out a whole bunch here on this page. I can't actually see what I'm writing from this far away when I'm looking through my camera. My phone screen. Oh, that's right. I'm writing about a memory, and I'm just doodling as well. So, like I said, I don't do anything perfect in this journal. It's just totally random and messy and fun. And I'm trying to draw a pineapple. So one of my favourite places to go to when I was a kid was the Big Pineapple in the Sunshine Coast, which is in Queensland in Australia. And yeah, I just loved going there, and there were the farm animals to feed, and then we would go on this little train ride around the yard or the place, and then we would go into the giant or the Big Pineapple, and it was like an information centre inside the pineapple, and I think you could go up some stairs and things. And then after that, at the end of all of that, there was a kind of cafe in the building, and we would go up there and have sundaes. And there was always one sundae that I would pick every time, and it was a smaller one, but it had a pineapple, you know, those lolly pineapples on the cream on the top. And so I just love lolly pineapples. Were my favorite lolly, or one of my favorite lollies, and they still are. And I think I literally just got that Sunday for the pineapple lolly. Anyway, and then I'm just reminiscing about memories about the big pineapple. And I'll go back in later and I'll colour in the pineapple with some yellow and some green, and it's literally just to kind of jog my memory of what happened, that memory. So then I think I move on to the other page with the glassine bag, and so my cat munched on that glassine bag, which is why I put it into my personal journal, because it's no good for any other journals I make. And I'm just flipping through my folder of cat items, and this piece here is just a postcard printed out, and I'm just going to write on the back of it some little notes. Oh, hang on, I've found another piece that I need to include. No, wait. I find a place for that later. That was the note from Bonnie and Clyde in that. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm grabbing some washi tape with some cats on it and just sticking that on the bottom of the glassine bag just to decorate the page a little bit more and bring out the cat theme. And then on the back of this postcard, I'm just going to write some notes about, well, Keanu stories pretty much. Every now and then I just write a few Keanu stories of funny things he did, or just, you know, things like hang on, let me see if I can actually read what I'm writing from this far away. I actually can't read that, but anyway, but things like he snuggles up to me in the crook of my arm at night when he sleeps on my bed, and he's got a scratching post in my room and one in the lounge room, and every now and then I'll go out of my room and I'll find him curled up on top of his scratching post in the lounge room, and only recently have I seen him do that, so I was really glad to see that he liked sleeping on his scratching post out there as well, and he felt, you know, like he had a little cozy place to curl up out there as well, not just in my room, because he pretty much lives in my room. He loves my room. He just stays in here all the time. He also has this blue blanket, and I've taken to wrapping it around his large tree, and he curls up in the bottom of the blanket, and it kind of makes a little tent or cubby for him. And so there's on two sides of the scratching post, it's just a wall of blanket, and then he lies on the bottom bit of the blanket, and I thought that was so cute. And he catches all sorts of critters and creatures, and it's kind of nice that he can go after them for me. I don't know. Then I'm just looking at this piece here, the note, and I end up, I think, gluing down that Bonnie and Clyde bag. And I'm actually just going through the other pages to see if I've already glued down a Bonnie and Clyde bag, because I got a previous order from her with the same blue lace, and I may have included her bag, but I don't think I did. So what I'm going to do now is eventually, after I flip through the pages, is I glue the bag down on the blank page and slip in her note into the bag. So for those who don't know Bonnie and Clyde, she has a lot of those candy bags and often sends one in each order. Oh, and these little yellow tabby pieces came with my order for the swap cards. So I got 6 packs of cards, I think, and they came numbered or something, so I just pulled these out of the plastic baggies that the cards came in, and I'm stapling them down the edge of the page, which I think is quite cute. And I'm getting more into using my stapler, especially for this daily journal. Just a quick way to add things, and it gives that variety when you look at things, and a bit more interactive and that kind of thing. So now I'll glue on the candy bag. Wait, I think I'm gluing it down. Maybe I'm clearing the top of my glue bottle. And then I don't know if I add anything else after this, but that's just a look at how, I build up a bit of a stash, and then when I go to journal, I'll add a few bits and pieces here and there. Oh, these are the plastic baggies that the card packs came in, so I'm thinking that I want to use one in the journal somehow, but I can't think of anything specific, so I just tuck it in there and I can use it later if I want. So I think I did 3 page spreads in the end in this, well, four-ish, or I didn't necessarily complete 4, but you can see how I just go back and forth between pages and fill in gaps here and there, and just, stick in random things. So just writing about that annotation there. And I think that's it. But I hope that's kind of a good look at what I do, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!